Thank you so much for joining. Can you please provide overview of your professional journey?
Yes, sure. Navinder, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. And I have overall 3 years of experience in the IT industry, specializing in ServiceNow admin and development. I have
Okay.
extensively worked with ITSM module like incident problem change and knowledge management. I have hands-on experience with developing and customizing like self-service portals using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And technically, I have a solid understanding of client-side scripting, business rules, scripting includes REST API integrations, and Glide APIs. I'm also involved in the platform version upgrades. And apart from this, I have worked on the flow designers and schedule jobs to automate the process. Like as an administrator, I have managed the deployments also across production and non-production environments and handle some of the user administrative tasks like worked on the record producers, catalog items, and order guides. And we follow the agile methodology, which will help me to deal with the projects effectively and efficiently. Additionally, I investigate and troubleshoot the customer technical issues on the ServiceNow platform through use cases and communicating updates via Zoom notes or else short description and description notes through the incidents. I've also contributed to the knowledge management by creating knowledge articles for the known issues so that it will help me to reduce the repetitive work and also it improves the resolution time, right? So I have contributed myself in knowledge management. So, as a certified application developer and system administrator, I ensure that my solutions are not only effective but also scalable and aligned with the industry best practices. Yeah, that's all about me.
Great, great. Thank you for the overview. What is your
Mhm.
current role?
Current role, I'm working as an administrator, and somewhere I'm involving in the development side. Not more much, little bit.
So when we say development, what exactly you are doing in development? Can you give me
Uh,
one or two case?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whenever we are getting an instance, if we find any error issues on that, we are as an administrator finding the issues, and in the coding also we are finding the issues, and when we get a chance to develop on that, when we are entering into the case to the development team, L3 team, where we are working along with them, like client side scripts and Glide APIs. Sometimes we are writing, no. Sometimes when user wants to get all the records, the priority is high and the software is so and so, and we need to get all the records at a time. At that time, we are writing the Glide record APIs. Small
Okay.
incidents working on the development side. Yeah, not
Okay.
much.
Let's say there is an incident and the user reports that he is seeing an error message whenever he is opening an incident form.
Uh-huh,
Okay. So what
uh-huh.
do you do in that case? What should be your steps to reproduce or steps to resolve this issue?
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like you're asking, whenever user raises an incident, he is not able to open an application, right?
No, no,
And
no. User is
uh,
saying in the incident, you are working on tickets, right? So you
yes.
got a ticket, let's say an incident. So whenever user is opening in their instance, any type of form, let's say
Mm-hmm,
incident form, so he is getting an
mm-hmm.
error message at the top in red. So
Okay.
he is annoyed because whenever any form is loading, he is getting that
Mm-hmm.
message. So how you
Okay.
troubleshoot that?
Okay. Whenever user is getting an issue on that, first of all, we are going and checking on the application. If in that application, is there any roles assigned to that? And we are checking the user is having that role or not. And sometimes for some of the application need group access also. For is that the user is available in that group or not? We are checking that. And if that is the reason, I'm going and impersonating the user in non-production instance. And in non-production instance, I'm giving the roles and groups and locations, whatever it's required. I'm testing in them. If it is working, I'm going to the user and telling that. So this role is required for this application to need to access. So this is the error you are getting. If you are get this role access or group access, you can get this. You can able to access this application. So at the time we are giving the application request also for that role group request. Is there any form or catalog item like that the user needs to raise? We are providing that one and telling the issue so that it is one of the issue, one of
Okay.
the cause why he is not able to access the application. And
Okay.
we can also check if there is any ACLs also restricting their
Okay. Okay.
issue.
You
Yeah.
worked on Glide Ajax and Glide Record.
Yes.
Can you tell me, can you explain basically how you used Glide Record and Glide Ajax in one of your recent project? Means,
Glide.
yeah.
Yeah. Glide record is used to get the record. It's like, as I told you before, getting the incidents priority one category software, and this application only active records needs to get this kind of issues. We can get through from the Glide record. And recently, I have worked on one of the issue like Glide record. Um, all of the users must be active in this user table, and from that one of the group we need to take that group member should be active, and if there is no members in that group, the whenever the incident is assigned to that group, it should not enter. Like, we need to get an error message on top of that. We have achieved through this Glide record only. And Glide Ajax, in my recent project, I have used it to call the server side script from the client side script. Like, by using Glide Ajax, asynchronous call, we are getting the records from server side to the client side. Already we are having some of the data in client side, right? We, we are still not having sufficient data. Uh, we can get one of the way through Glide Ajax from server side to the client side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you worked on any scoped application?
Scope application? No.
You know what is a scoped application?
Scoped application is nothing but the custom application.
Yes.
Yeah. Till
So have you
now,
created
I
any?
didn't. No, I didn't created any, but the for the applications which you already created in the past, developers, they are giving KT to us. For the issues, we are giving support to them.
Okay. Can you walk me through one of that application? What was the purpose and why it is created, if you recall?
Yeah, yes, sure. Actually, we are having an issue. Like, we are supporting UCare, Care VM, one of the application. It's a
Okay.
law in Care user access management. Actually, it is all about the access management. If any user wants to access any application, they will raise an issue. It's a third party application actually. Um, for that user, any of the user is not able to access, they are raising an issue like, I have raised so and so request. My manager is out of the office, and he is not approving my request. It is urgent. I need access for that. For that reason, so we are checking and we are asking the group manager. Um, Group manager, we are connecting with them and checking that your one of the group member is off. That group member is owner of the one of the application. He needs to approve the request. All of the requests are in pending. He is not able to approve because of that. Is there any chance to delegate to some other person? But it is a temporary issue. It's not the correct way we can say that. But we need to run the schedule jobs in this way. Like, um,
Mm-hmm.
whenever the user is inactive, we need to get the record before only, so that we can immediately reach out to the person. You are going to be inactive, so and so date. You should be delegate for this application. Why? Because you are the owner of this. So that of this issue, we are getting the issues, right? So we need to overcome the. We are going to take the precautions before only one of the scoped application through schedule job. Sorry,
Okay.
and also for the approvals and tracking issues. And in that application, we are also getting some of the alerts also. Like, one of the application recently got down, and there is some server issues, and there is an impact one also. And we got that issue, and we handle like, it is an application outage, right? We are not able to access also. In that case, we raised a high ticket to the ServiceNow team, like telling that um, this application is outage and we are not able to access, and there is a business impact also going on. So we need an immediate impact on that. So ServiceNow team obviously having their some of the nodes, right? They send me the notes and they checked the application and it's went to down. They set it to the app and it's everything got solved within 1 hour. Actually, it's took 1.5 hours like that.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Have you loaded data in ServiceNow?
Yes.
Suppose I'm loading the data, okay?
Mm.
Let's say there are 100 records or 1,000 records I loaded, but somehow I see that the data is now duplicate. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
loaded 1,000 record, but now it is 1,200 records which are created. So why this is happening? How you troubleshoot that?
Uh, I think the duplicate records also inserted multiple times.
Yes, so why? What
Um,
what
because
uh,
there might be reason they didn't mention the college field for any of the field. So for matching records, unmatched records, everything is stated as new record. So for that reason, we need to enable at least one of the field as college, so that when we enable the college field, it will check while we are importing the data. While when we are doing the transform map, it will check the way if there anything matches in the target record, that will treat as an existing record. So it will import. So it will update the record. It won't insert. So if the record is not matching, it will insert as a record. So this is the reason.
great. Okay, you know what are UA actions?
UI actions, yeah. UI actions is
Is it
used
a server
to
side or client side utility?
basically it is a server side. Some of the reasons if there is required also we can use it on the client side also, but it is a server side.
Okay. What is a data policy and how it is different from UI policy?
Data policy is working on the server side. UI policy is working on the client side. Data policy is similar to the UI policy, but it is only read-only and mandatory. When it comes to the UI policy, we can make the fields mandatory, read-only, and hide. This is the one of the main difference. And
Yeah.
using UI policy, we can check in form level. Using data policy in the server side, we can check the tables levels.
Suppose I am loading data, or let's say last example of loading data into ServiceNow from import set.
Mhm.
So in that
Mhm.
case, what you will create? UI policy or data policy?
For that,
I want to do validation
mhm,
while loading the data into ServiceNow. In that case, which will work, UI or data policy?
data policy, obviously, because we are importing the data into the tables, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it will work for the data policy only.
Okay. I see you have worked on HRSD as well. You mentioned in ServiceNow modules HRSD.
HRSD module, yes, but not that much. Yeah.
So what was your work in HRSD?
In H in HRSD, we are having employee center portal, right? In that employee center portal, to-dos configurations, I have worked on that. And whenever the uh, user is onboarded, they need to get a lot of stuff, right? Onboarding request, table, laptops, and everything request. For that applications, we have supported to the team. And also like assignment rules, I have an idea on that, but I didn't get chance to much work on that. But
Okay.
whenever we are getting the issues and some of the team while we are doing the production non-production deployments, we are connecting with the different team members. Whenever we are getting a chance to connect with the HRSD team or the data which way they are importing, when we are getting the errors, at the time we are connecting with them and solving, right? So at the time I'm getting some knowledge on that. So I didn't get much chance to work on that, but I have an idea like how the assignment rule works and HR service catalogs, employee center portal, HR portals, HR services. I have an idea on that.
Okay. 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 You worked on ACLs. Tell me the type of ACLs we have in ServiceNow.
There are different types of ACLs, mainly three types, I guess. Table
Mhm.
start and table none.
So what we call table star.
Table start we call as table level.
Okay,
Table
and
none we call it as a field level, and
are you
it is
sure?
correct. I think I'm getting confusion. I guess I'm not sure. Wait.
Okay, no problem. Check it after the interview, okay?
Yeah,
Okay. What about integrations? Have you
yeah.
done any end-to-end integration? Have you implemented any?
Not end to end. Whenever my team members are working on that, I involved in that. Like we have worked on the curve integration, iCertis, Genesis soft VOC. Like I have involved in the iCertis and curve integrations. That is using REST API. In curve integration, like we are getting the data from some other table, from other third party application, and we are sending the data to other third party also. Like it is a bidirectional,
Mhm.
both, yeah, bidirectional. And what in that integration will do, like we are passing the JSON data, and we are getting one of the user name and password from third party application, and we are doing the authentication. After that, we are doing with the JSON. With JSON application, whenever we get the response 200, we are entering into that application, and we are performing the operations like get, put, post, and delete. So in that application, I did like get and put and patch, updating few of the fields. Whenever the record is created in ServiceNow, with that our ID number and the short description, in the third party application also need to update. It should be needs to be updated in the only their agent workspace.
Okay.
Ac- Immediately, it should be trigger over there with the incident number as well as the description in the agent workspace.
Okay. Have you created any database view?
Database view, no.
Okay. So you know what is a database view?
Database view, it is a tables level. It combines with the reports. I have an idea on that. Like we need to join the tables. Incident and user, incident and user tables are different, right? So whenever we want to join, we are using the database view.
Okay. Suppose, I have loaded a form. Let's say being a developer, or I get a ticket that again some user is having issues with whenever the form is loading, it is
Mm-hmm.
taking too much of time. It is very slow. Let's say user want to create a new incident or new problem. He
Mm-hmm.
just navigated to problem table, clicked on create new. He faces that loading time is too much. So he reported that. So being a admin, what you do to troubleshoot that?
To troubleshoot that, definitely we are checking from our side whether we are facing the same issue or not. Only the user is facing.
Okay,
If the
let's
user
say if
is only
you are
facing
also
from,
facing the same issue in that case.
okay. In that case, if I'm also facing the same issue, means definitely I'm going and checking. There are definitely lot of UI policies in nowadays. Everyone is writing 10, 15 UI policies for one of the issue only. Maybe it's an impact on the performance issue from the ServiceNow side due to the table levels data and backend side and front end also. And in that case, we can remove some of the UI policies and some of the data policies, and schedule jobs also unwantedly we are running, and sometimes we are writing the client side data and not calling on the server side using the client callable. Like that, there are so many data available in the ServiceNow system in the database, so we need to remove some of them, so that it is one of the reason to
So is
get
it
a
UI policy or client script which you will check
client
whenever?
scripts.
Yeah.
Client scripts only we are
Okay, you
checking.
mentioned UI policies.
And yes, yeah, that's what we are checking the that one also. But one of the reason I'm telling that client scripts
Hmm.
also and the UI policies also, and
Okay.
we are clearing the data, and if still it's not able to access, means we can try it in the different browsers and incognito mode. We can do that.
Okay. You are working on agile development, right? Means agile environment.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, what is your day-to-day task in Agile when you work in an
Uh,
Agile team?
yeah.
Let's say you are a
Every
developer, right?
yes.
So, being a developer, how it is to be an Agile member, Agile team member? What happens from
Uh,
very starting of the day till the end? Tell me some of
yeah.
your journey and experience.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My daily responsibilities included in the agile meeting, like we are going to tell what I did yesterday and what I'm going to do today, and if I'm having any of the blockers on where whatever the issues I'm having, whether it is in application support side or the development side. And if any blockers I'm having, I'm going to tell in that daily Scrum meeting, and also collaborating with the BA team and the QA team, and also connecting with the Scrum Masters. And in that team, we are also getting a chance to talk with the product owners also. And also I'm involving in the backlog grooming and sprint planning. Once the requirement gathering is completed, I'm going to write the stories. Like not completely, I'm going to help you my BA for writing the stories and estimation of the story points and helping with that. After writing the story points, I'm also involving in the backlog grooming and requirement calls. In that calls, we are connecting with the BPO and TPO, like business product owner and technical product owner. So they are going to check whether the story points which you have given correctly or not. And we can also connect with the architect, whether the solution which I have provided to the end user on the development side also, he is going to give some suggestions. He or she might going to give some suggestions. And after completion of the work, code reviews and testing. If whenever the user is, whoever is going to test, if they are facing any testing issues, also I'm going to connect with them and checking with that issues.
Okay, great.
And we are following the 2 week sprint.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I see, one of your project involved in developing workflow for problem management, patch management process. So what is this
yeah.
patch management process and what workflow you have designed? Walk me through it, please.
Uh, Yeah, problem management and like whenever we are getting so much of issues, right? For same issue, like I said before, recently we have faced an issue on the application side, and there so many people faced an issue. For that, we created a problem. We figured it out the temporary solution, not the permanent one. And immediately we have find out something and we told to the user and we have adjusted the things and flow. And if it is not going to fix that within the problem, we are going to create a change. And whenever we did the problem, but the problem, if I want to make any changes in that as part of the implementation or else with the managing side, we are going to do the patch management also for problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
How good you are in scripting?
Yeah, I'm not, when it comes to the 1 to 5 rating, I can rate myself 3.5. Now itself, I'm involved in the scripting, not
So
much.
have you heard about query business tool?
Yes, query business rule.
Give me one case where you can use query business tool. Business scenario. Provide a business scenario where you can use query business tool.
Query business rule, like by using glide record, we can perform,
Glide
create,
record is fine,
upgrade,
but
update.
what is the use of
Yes,
query business tool, please?
it is used to execute larger number of the
Mm-hmm.
SQL statements. We can execute through query business rule. Like,
No, no.
like if we are having child instance under a parent table, when it is marked as the resolved parent, and like we can use right by using query business rule, we should parent incident is resolved means automatically the child instance need to be resolved.
Okay.
This one we can achieve through the query business rule, right?
Okay. So this should not means okay. Just check it. Okay. Just understand all these basic questions people ask, like what is the actual use case for query business tool, update business tool, before update, after update. Okay. So just go through
Sure.
these basic things.
Mhm.
Okay, now I'm done with the discussion. You have any question?
Give me a feedback overall the interview, how it went,
Okay, so
where I need to
feedback
improve.
is yes, your communication is good. Okay, where and second thing is use cases like I last question. So just prepare such use cases like
Mhm.
uh, for data policy, what is the use case, and for this query business rule. So such example you should know. So once you have these
Mhm.
examples, you can spot on and you can provide good impression, give good impression on the interview.
Mhm.
Next is apart from ITSM, okay, try to learn other uh, modules, other applications as well,
Sure,
because
sure.
nowadays ITSM is the fundamental, but
Yes,
people are
exactly.
expecting more than
More than
ITSM,
that.
right?
Hmm.
Even
Yes.
for beginner jobs as well, because competition is high. Obviously, opportunities are there, but they want someone who has at least more than ITSM. So
Yes,
ITSM, you can go
exactly.
with the HRSD. This is also one of the, something related to ITSM. You will find it much easy. So go with
Hmm.
HRSD and then other based on your what you want to learn. Based on that, you can go to Now Learning website and learn all these things are available.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the feedback, and thank you so much for giving this mock interview.
Thank you, Manda. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, first of all.
No
Thank you.
problem, my pleasure. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.